There's two luxury coaches getting ready to take my 9-year-old to the Lake District. Focus isn't so good, I don't know why. Yeah, but the sad fact is, with my half my age partner, I've been banned from going anywhere near the school, virtually, for 7 years. Yes, just recently she said, oh, you're not allowed to pick them up, this, that and the other. Obviously I am, and I have picked them up a couple of times, and she was fuming because I look too old now to pick my own kids up from school. Even though all three of them are my natural born kids, I'm not allowed to pick them up by this 29-year-old Nazi who rules me like a rod of iron, basically. Up until a few days ago, she'd actually grabbed all the family's income, including money for our disabled kid, who I look after mostly. And yeah, I've been banned from picking my own kids up from their own school for 6 or 7 years. Just recently, 2 or 3 times I've tried to pick them up. Once he jumped in and I took him to the park. But that's how much of a Nazi my ex is. She bans her own partner, older partner, from picking his own much loved kids who I've protected and tried to look after for donkey's years up from their own school. And now she's going to Lake District, very good, which costs quite a lot of money, and I'm banned from any involvement in that as well, because behind my back, it's come back to me from various people. She calls me a paedophile, she calls me a weirdo, she calls me a terrible criminal, even though her own brother has done dozens of burglaries, has robbed dozens of cars. He's going straight now, and he of course he was paid by Britain First to babysit my 3 kids without my permission, and she conspired with Paul Golding, who was ringing and texting every day. He drives a gunmetal Land Rover, by the way, very recent red Land Rover, and Andrew Edge, the well-known sexual predator and convicted violent assaulter, and numerous other convictions. But it's quite okay for him to be ringing my house, listening to my ex-partner's tales of woe. Oh, he's too old, oh, I don't like him and all that. But she cried. But to get me back, after they had me falsely arrested, to get me back, she cried her eyes out for 2 days solid. She had big red eyes and everything, and I felt very sorry for her. So despite the fact that she went down to London for Armed Services Day, and allegedly for one of Andy's grooming events, so I can't say hotel grooming events, I don't really know if she was involved in that, but she was certainly in a flirty, slaggy frame of mind where she disregarded her partner of 12 years wishes, and bear in mind we had a kid that nearly died when she was like 4 or 5 months old. She's still a bit disabled now, but I've stuck with her through thick and thin, despite guys phoning the house, hearing guys' voices back in March, April, hearing guys' voices, his name was Stephen Coventry, asking him out on the PS4 in my daughter's bedroom, just a few yards away. She thought I was asleep or something. I was looking at YouTube, and I should have heard the voice. Oh, sweet little girly voice. When can I take you out then? Oh, I don't know. The same one-eyed creep, still married creep, who left his partner and his 2 kids for a fat little slapper called Marie. Yeah, he's just recently got with someone, I believe, so that'll be why he's not contacting her anymore, because really, I mean, I've always been keen on her, but she's not as good looking as his new girlfriend, when all said and done, who's in her 30s. So anyway, so that's how you get treated by a neo-Nazi younger woman who thinks it's her right. I actually call her Bossy such and such, her second name, which begins with B, Bossy such and such, because she has been terribly bossy, and she thinks she's got the right to tell me what to do, to say when we can have relations, to say, when I'm allowed out, when I'm not, to stop me from going to the pub for a couple of pints, because I might talk to someone. She's very jealous, even though she's told me publicly, on video, I've got it on video, her accusing me of being a paedophile, honestly, in front of my own 2 kids. I've got it on video. I won't put a link to it right now. I'm just keeping it safe. I mean, how despicable is that to a 50-odd-year-old guy to be called a paedophile? We're looking at the other kids at the park. And my son, my 4.5-year-old son, repeated it on video. How sad is that? Anyway, I'll post this, and I won't post any of the details just now. But that's how you get treated when you're a faithful partner for 12 years. Well, I'm not so bloody sure about her, obviously, to be honest. She's always been one for messaging guys online, and she puts on a Facebook profile she's single, or you know, she makes out she's single. She doesn't mention me. We're finished now, but you know, I just thought I'd tell you guys. I know you're not really interested, but when written first Nazis are sending your partner 60 quid to the bank account, I've got a picture of the bank statement, by the way, and I've sent Callum 60 quid to pay for a family ticket. That was the cheapest way. It was 60 quid for a single, so he paid for a family ticket. Yeah, he took my kid and my 9-year-old and my ex-partner, my much younger partner, to London on the train on Paul Golding's expense. What do you think about that, guys? And the worst part about it is she conspired with messages back and two. Went for a pint with Callum, and Paul Golding was ringing Callum, and he was ringing Lisa, telling her what to say. Well, if you say this, because Paul Golding himself has abused women, Jada Franson, so he knew how to get me arrested, which he did do. But I've since had this woman has been threatening me with Andrew Edge thugs, you know, Andrew Edge balaclava, right-wing thugs. Tell us where Dave is, you know. She went out of her way to pass me these messages. So it was obviously threatening her and her family as well as me. You know, but I think she's in on it. She's in on it. But I've got it on record with Cheshire Police that she repeated this threat. You better shut up with these stupid videos, telling the truth. Or I'll have Andy Edge around here in his thugs, and he'll do whatever. He'll stab you, or smash your skull in and smash your teeth in, or whatever. You know, this is the threat she got reported for. I'll post this, and that's what happens when you get with these young women who used to. How can I put it? When they're young girls who used to bear all on video, apparently. Well, I know for a fact. I saw the pictures a couple of days before I met her, so it doesn't look well, does it? So, as you say, I'm under the doctor over it. She's told me I'm some domestic abuse and I need to make a break or sort it out. But I'll never sort it out with them because I'm still banned from going anywhere near my own kid's school, even though I've been a faithful, straight, normal father. You know, I've done all the things fathers have to do from birth for these 3 kids. But now, well, for 7 years I've not even been allowed to pick them up from the schools because she's done the usual trick. She's told everyone at school what a twat I am, you know, how I'm a bit of a paedophile for getting with a young girl, even though she was lonely, 17, homeless, and what have you. You know, I'm a paedophile for getting with her, and I waited weeks to actually go to bed with her. So I'm not that much of a paedophile. I'm still with her 12 years later. Oh well, I'm going to look on the market. See you guys.